It's Tuesday, December 15th. We're about 2 hours into trading. I'm trying to get an early video out for you today. So let's take a look at the market, see what we've got going, and then let's find some trades. We've got this nice upward sloping trend line here on the SPY. That has been tested twice. Test today. We're actually above it. I believe that we're going to have a little bit of softness early in the day, but I believe that the bid is going to be established. We have the promise of a stimulus bill. They're talking about separating out the sticky points within the stimulus bill, passing a $730 billion bill, and then working on the remaining $170 billion of it. Folks, this is a big bill. It's not $2.5 trillion that was talked about before the election. But if you think back to 2009, this is about the extent of the stimulus bill that we had back then during the 2009 financial crisis. $730 billion is a lot of money. A lot of workers need it. A lot of small businesses need it. The coronavirus is increasing. We've got states shutting down. For a better view of all the fundamentals and technicals, please view my comments. There's a link to my Twitter feed at the bottom of this video. You'll be able to follow me on Twitter. In essence, I feel that the market's going to be a little bit soft in here. We had an overextension to the upside. We started to pull back. I still think we've got maybe a few more days of weakness. We've got quadruple witching. That's going to come into play. FOMC statement tomorrow. Non-event. Fed couldn't be any more dovish than they already are. I think the bid's going to start to firm up over the course of the next couple days. So I want to trade from alongside. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. And here you'll be able to see that we had a gap open yesterday. I had warned everybody, if you read my comments, I said, do not buy this open. This is going to be a fade. As soon as that opening high started to get challenged, 1, 2 tests, no go, compression, breakdown. Now we've got a new low of the day right here. It was all over. Then the sell programs start to kick in, and the market have a very hard time trying to recover off of that. So today we actually did not gap as high, so we should find support earlier. We are starting to find some support right here, so that's good. We've got long tail under body, double bottom higher low possible here. Nice long green candle. I'm looking for the market to maybe be able to find some support here. You can also see how this downward sloping channel was very persistent the entire day. Here we're starting to flatten out. And I think that we could see a nice little rally by the time I'm done with this video. You'll also see the 10P indicator here has been bottoming out and bottoming out. We finally got a little bit of a bullish cross right in here. I think the market could head higher. So let's try and find some day trades. Maybe we can find a swing trade in here as well. I'm going to go through my bullish list. I'm going to go right into heavy buying, relative strength 30. Actually, let's go to relative strength 30 because you can see the market's been down, down, down. These stocks want to move higher. SNOW. I try not to really focus on stocks that are down for the day. I'd rather buy strength than stocks that are bouncing. Roku, nothing too exciting there. OSTK, yes, I like it. In fact, I'm long. Let's go to that D1 chart and take a look at it. This stock also tends to have a lot of short interest, so it has these massive short covering rallies. Here you can see if I connect the tops, there's the downward sloping trend line. It's still intact. We do have a higher low double bottom. We've got a nice long candle here with some relative strength. On a shorter term basis, day trading basis, you can see this trend line right here. Let me draw it in for you. Click on the trend tool, click on that high, drag it through here. There you can see we've broken that downward sloping trend line to the upside, and we have that higher low double bottom. I like it. I think OSTK can actually move higher if it gets through this longer term downward sloping trend line that comes in right here at about 64, then it's got a real chance to move higher. I like it here. I wouldn't be selling out of the money bullish put spreads on it, but I would definitely be day trading it from the long side. Look at that strength right there. Put up the 1 OSI indicator. You'll be able to see that this stock is strong relative to the market. We've got the market doing nothing. Look at the stock. Boom, boom, boom. It wants to go. I like it. OSTK is one that you want to watch today. PENN. Look at this nice grind higher. Beautiful. Trying to get through this little resistance level right here on a 5-minute basis. Go to the D1 chart, daily chart. You can see breaking through this horizontal resistance here, breaking through this horizontal resistance here. Yesterday, it really tried to make a big surge up to $84, but the market weakness kept a lid on the action. But today, boom, right back at it. I like PENN. What could you do with this one? You could take a look at that upward sloping trend line, comes into play about $75. That also was the horizontal resistance level. It's $5 out of the money. Let's see if we can get a decent credit for it. You can see the orange line above zero there. That means that we've got relative strength. We're going to have to go out at least a couple weeks, probably to December 31st, to get a decent credit on a 75 bullish put spread. And you can see we're one standard deviation out of the money. Let's click on the 75.70, see what we've got here. You can see we've got 119 bid offered at 138. I would typically like to get $1 for this. You can get at least $1.20 for this spread. Maybe we can go a little bit further out of the money. We've got plenty of strikes to choose from here. Let's see if we can shift maybe down to a 70.68. Take a look at that. We've got 12 cents bid offered at 22 cents. On a spread like that, I'd need to be able to get 40 cents for it. I'm not quite there. You can see it's offered at 42 cents. So it's going to be a pretty aggressive trade. You'd need to be very aggressive on this. You'd need to have a very bullish. This is more of most of the bullish put spreads that we do are more neutral. They have a slightly bullish bias to it. This would be a fairly bullish trade because we're only $5 out of the money. So selling the December 31st $75 put. Let me get this right here so that you've got the right trade. December 31st, selling the $75 put, buying the $70 put, doing that for I think you could probably get $1.20, maybe $1.25 credit for that. You get $1.25 credit for that. You're going to have to put up $3.75. That is a 33% return in 3 weeks. I think that's a really decent trade. Symbol is PENN. I like it. So let's keep looking. See how easy? Just going right through the relative strength list. Then we're zooming out to the longer term chart. I've got it updating right now. We're just going to be taking a look at the daily chart right now. Downward sloping here, nothing good. If Boeing were able to get through this downward sloping trend line, that would be a bullish flag. Relative strength. What do I do with that information, Pete? Well, I go to GTC, I click on the top candle here, and then I drop it on another one of these tails right in here, and there's my downward sloping trend line. When Boeing breaks this downward sloping trend line, I know I have a bullish flag, and it probably would set up for a very nice trade. Won't even have to look for it. It's just going to pop right up on the screen for me. Got another one setting up right here. Same thing. You see these charts, this should be routine for you. Click on this, click on this, got my downward sloping trend line. I could draw it tighter if I wanted to and steeper so that it would trigger faster. And let's do that as well. There's no harm. It only takes me a couple of seconds to draw these lines. So click there, click there. You can see that one's sloping even more. So MAR, yes, could be a nice one. Chewy, doing really well. There's your earnings announcement. Stock has had great follow through. Look at that relative strength. Look at that volume. This stock wants to go higher. You can see here we've got a bunch of doji eyes lining up on the market. So the selling pressure seems to have abated temporarily. We still want to see a long green candle in here somewhere to tell us that support is in. But as I suspected, we're going to find it a lot earlier today than we did yesterday. I don't think we're going to be leaking oil all day long. Chewy looks good. I like it on a day trading basis. I like it on a swing trading basis. Let's see if we've got something that we can lean on. That 77.50 is $10 out of the money. I'm sorry to say, but this train has left the station. We're not going to have any decent bullish put spreads on it, but we can still day trade it here, and that's probably how I would approach it. I'm going to click on that December 31st expiration, going to go down to the 77.50s, and don't have that strike price available to us. So I think the 80, again, this would be a much more bullish trade, not that neutral. If I were to sell the 80, 75, I'd need to be able to get $1 for that. I can't get $1 for that. 67 cents bid offered at 83 cents. So it's kind of a no-go on that. But I do like the stock for a day trade. SPLK, let's take a look at that one. Bottom Fisher, not too excited about these. I will day trade them, but I need to see a much greater base formed on that. I do like AVGO. I do have a position in it. You can see this is a bull flag setting up. There's your downward sloping trend line. There's your bar today. Got a little bit of a doji. Nice upward sloping trend line through that horizontal resistance. So I like it. I think that one sets up really well. So we've got AVGO, also looks good. We had a couple of others in here. Take a look at Roku. PENN is the one that I really liked. MAR also could be good if it is able to get through that upward sloping trend line. So I do like that one also. And you can see here, market's trying to get a little bit of a bid going here. So trying to make a go of it. I think that the market is going to try and get through this level right here. So we'll keep an eye on it and see if we do get a little bit of a lift off. Let's take a look and let's go in and see if we can find some other really nice stocks. I've got a couple of other searches I want to take a look at. I'm going to go into, yep, there you go. There's the liftoff. All right. There it is. So we'll go into heavy buying. This will be fun. Now we'll be able to take a look at some stocks that are really moving. Baidu, too far out of the gate. ENPH, we've had a number of members in this one today. Beautiful breakout here, gap higher. It has been off to the races right out of the gate. You can see, beautiful. So this stock is starting to compress. Looks like it ran a little bit too far ahead of itself. It's needing some time. It did not pop right now. When I'm looking at charts, I want to see a stock that is popping along with the market. So if I don't have that, then I'm not going to be taking a position in it, because that means that it doesn't have relative strength. So let's keep going through very quickly here. Taking a look. SWKS, really nice strength right in here. Let's see if we can get... Nah, there's nothing on that daily chart that I like. Before I can day trade, I'll have to like the stock on a swing trading basis, typically. That's just my own personal preference. TGTX, super, super strong here. Yes, that would be a great day trade. But on a daily basis, I don't see anything setting up for us. Too far out of the money to do a bullish put spread on it. And you can see OSTK continuing to go. Chewy we looked at. Lilly up big today. Got a gap right in there. Looks pretty good. Let's put up the major moving averages. Should have had those up earlier anyway. And there we go. They're the major moving averages. Sorry this video is taking a little bit longer, but I think for most of you, it really benefits you to see the type of analysis that you have to go through to find the trades. I could put out these videos in 2 minutes and say, buy this at this price and get out here. That doesn't do any of you any good. If I stop producing videos, you'll have nothing. You won't know how to find these trades. That's why I take the extra time to go through the process and show you exactly what's happening. Apple, I do like Apple. I love Apple, in fact. You can see right here, it's through this horizontal resistance level. We'll end on Apple. I could do this all day, and I do it all day. See that horizontal resistance line right there? We're through it. Apple looks great. It's above the major moving averages. It's through this compression, has excellent relative strength. Put up that 5-minute chart. Yes, Apple looks good right here. Let's see if we can do a bullish put spread on it. And we're going to have to go probably to that 120 strike, which is $6 out of the money. Probably have to go 2 weeks out to get a decent credit for it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go 2 weeks out, December 31st expiration. We're going to be looking to sell the 120 bullish put spread. And we'll click on the 120 puts. And we'll click on the 119 puts. You can see that spread is 17 cents bid offered at 21. I need to get 20 cents for that. That's the spread right there that we want to do. You can also see that we're 2 standard deviations out of the money. That increases our probability of success in addition to all of the other factors. So let's take a look at all the other factors again, because this is about check boxes. Every check box that is marked increases our probability of success. So we have decent volume today. It was on the heavy volume list. We have relative strength. That's good. We've got a nice upward sloping trend line here. That's good. We're above all the major moving averages. That's good. We have relative strength versus the SPY. That's good. We're through a horizontal resistance point right here. That's good. We've got a gap higher today. We got everything we need for a really good trade. So I love selling that Apple bullish put spread, selling the December 31st 120 put, buying a 119 put, doing that for a 20-cent credit. If this expires worthless in 2 weeks, that'll generate a 25% return, and we have a very high probability of success. That's how we do it, folks. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to tell your friends about it. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to get it up to 15,000 or so. We just hit the 10,000 mark. And if I get to 15,000, I promise you I'll get back to doing videos every single day. Might take me a few months, but if you tell your friends, it may not take us long at all. I promise you, in every video, I'm going to have some really good trades lined up for you so that you can make some money while you're learning. Also, you can follow me on the Twitter feed. Just look for that link in the description below. Thank you. Good luck with your trading. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.